Hi, this is the TA Sarah. I'm going to record a tutorial on how to make a medieval house. For my midterm project, I actually made a couple different kinds of houses just so there was variety in the village, which might help on the first project. You just kind of mix and match the parts and you can add them around your world. In the next tutorial, I'll probably do how to make the inside of a building that you make. Any building it would probably work for. And yep. Okay, you're gonna open up in Blender, delete the camera, delete this light, and just take the default cube, scale it up a bit. And I'm actually gonna do S, Y, and make it a little longer. Okay. You're going to press tab, go into edit mode, press the face select and select the top, press E and then click, and then press S to scale it out so you extruded the top face and then made it slightly larger, and then press E again, that would be like a second floor. Do the same thing again, press E and then just click so you actually have two faces here. Press S to scale again, and then E to extrude again. Now go to vertices select mode, deselect those. Take two from one side and then press M, merge at center. Do the same with the other side, M, merge at center. Go back to face select, select both faces on the top, press E to extrude, and then S to slightly scale them up, and then just extrude it again. If you want, you can go to back to vertices, select all the vertices on this like bottom bar area, and then press R to rotate, and press Y or whatever axis works. And then you'll just move that out until it looks more structured. I'll do the same with the other side. R, rotate, oops, I still have the other side selected. R, rotate, Y. Okay, next I'm just going to add another default cube. Press G and move it till I can see where it is. Oop. Pressing G and Y or G and X, G and Z to make sure I'm moving it only on one axis at a time. And I'm just going to scale it like this. Okay. I'm going to select this top face, just extrude that. Or, oops. There. Press E to extrude and then click, scale it, and then extrude it. Gonna go into vertices, take this and this, merge them, this and this. You've got kind of a roof that matches the one that we just made, which I will also make match a little more by adding extra level of thickness. If we go to add another cube, just move it up here. Maybe we can make a balcony. I'm gonna press scale Z so it's more flat, but not too flat, because we're gonna want the railing as a part of it. Scale. I'm just scaling it until it looks more like a balcony. Okay. We'll take the top face right here, press E to extrude, click, and then scale it slightly down. Now you made like a square inside this. Well, I'll show you. A square inside of this cube area. Now if you select it and press E to extrude and then drag it down, you'll have this area inside that can be like, yeah, the balcony. For this next part, you could probably do it a different way with like cutting and the knife tool, but I actually just use E to extrude it again and then scale it down after selecting this area's face. Go into the, what is this? Edge select. You can actually drag these around. I'm going to press GZ and then move this down. GZ and then move this up a little bit. GX for me. GX. Then you have like a kind of door. So if we press on the face and actually just extrude that inside a little bit, it's like a bit of a doorway. Now for if I want to do some planks around the side, like a wooden support structure, I can do a couple ways. If I do Control R, oops, I can make an edge loop. So if I scroll up, I can actually make 2 and move those wherever I want. If I do Control, I think Alt, and then click, I select the entire line of this around, GZ, and then I move that down. I can actually just make the wooden area like that, and you could keep it like that, or you can select each of the faces. I'm gonna make sure it's on extrude along normals, because sometimes it acts weird, and then just pull up the yellow dot a little bit for how much you want this part to extrude. Or you could do it a different way, add a cube and just scale it down by a lot. I guess we could do this. Oop. I'll do this by the window. I'm just gonna line that up with the bottom, scale it on the y-axis, move it on the y-axis again until it's lined up. And then I kind of have a bar below the window, which I will select this real quick, press extrude and scale, so there's like somewhere that goes inside. You can also just press L on this bar that we just made, Shift D to duplicate, and then G, move it around. Which I guess I'll just put it right here. I'll Shift D and then duplicate again, press R, rotate it. I think is it on the x-axis? Oh, okay. So you'd have this selected, press R, X, 90. You can actually rotate that 90 degrees. I'm gonna scale it down this way a little bit though. Oops. Now I'm just gonna move it around till it looks lined up, kinda. Shift D, I'm gonna duplicate it again and move it to the other side. Oh, my hand's shaking. Now if I want maybe like a little bar in the middle, I could just duplicate it again and drag it to the middle. Oops. I'm just scaling it so it's a little smaller. And you kind of got a wooden window. I can take this bar on the left and press L on this one and this one on both sides, Shift D, and then drag them down, and I can make kind of support beams if I want to rotate it on the y-axis and then just drag them back a little bit. I might need to scale them up. Ah. Or if I don't want to move them around a bunch, I'll just go back into vertices mode and just select them and then move those like that. If I want to maybe, let's say on this area we want some stairs, so go back into edit mode and press on this face. E to extrude. Oh, I did that wrong. Press E to extrude and then just click and then scale it down. This will be the door, but I'm gonna fix it in a second. Scaling it on the x-axis, and I'm just gonna go into the edge select mode and then move that up a bit. Click on this, and I'm just gonna extrude it inside a little. Maybe that's the door. I'm gonna add a cube so I can make the some stairs, and I'm gonna line this up with the entrance. Kind of. Just close enough. Oops. Okay. And to make some easier stairs, you can just press Ctrl R and then make some edge loops around where you're hovering with your mouse. So when you scroll up, it adds more. Just click on that. Click to make sure that the edge loops actually are made. And I'm just going to select these and then press E to extrude these faces. Shift click, deselect one of them, and just kind of make stairs going down. And then maybe I just extrude this area and then select these two, and then the stairs are going this way. Kind of like that. I guess one more thing, I could make a sort of area that hangs over here. So if you select a face, press Shift S, cursor to active, it'll bring your world cursor to that area. So when I add something like a cube, it will end up right where that is. So I'm going to move that around here. Whoops. G, Y, and then I'm going to scale it. Oh no, what'd I do? Then I can just press this top part, move it down a little bit, then E to extrude, and go to vertices mode, and do the same thing where I merge these at the middle. Oh, okay. If I can't see in there, I'm just gonna change the viewport shading to wiring. or wireframe. Then I merge those at the middle. I can press L on one of these previous bars that we made. Right here. Oh. I'll go to face select mode. Press L on these. And then Shift D. I'll just copy these and then move them over here. Oops. I'm going to try to line them up with this little covering area. Shift D again. I'm going to duplicate them and put them on the other side. And I'm going to just select the bottom faces. Move those down a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's kind of not ideal, but I guess I'll move it back. Oops. Right there. Press these. I think there should be scale individual. No. Oh well. I'll just press E to extrude. Scale it a bit. I'm just gonna make a column that goes down. I'll just approximate it on the other side. I think it's about the same size. And there's very quick kind of medieval house. I can go into the default shading and then just add a base color. Be like cloth-ish. And then I can go around and select all these little rectangular wooden bars that I made. With L, I can just L select them. And then I can make a new color. Make it brown. If I can make a brown and then press assign while these are still selected. I cannot L select right here because it will L select the whole house. So if I want to change the color of these faces, I will have to go and click them individually. Like just shift click. Oops. Okay, I think that's all of them. I can go and select the roof with L. Oops. Actually, I can't select that one. I'll just select the faces. Shift clicking. Make a new material. I'm just going to color this red-ish. I'm going to select these stairs and just make them like a gray color. Yep. And it's just generally a house.